it do? It's your girl L.
It's your boy Drew.
We are back with another
banging ass reaction. Y'all know how we do when we come down, ripping that H-Time. Know what I'm talking about?
Straight up.
Real talk.
Alright, we got Carmen Pritchett. Episode 3. This is the last episode. Didn't she say that?
Yeah.
This is the last one. The Truth and the Rumor. Official documentary. It looks like this one might be a little tearjerker just based off the thumbnail, but we gonna check it out. Before we do that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
That's very important.
Tap that notification bell, send everybody our way.
Tell them we the next up because we the best up.
That's on END game.
And no big face.
And thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers.
Real talk, man.
Hopefully by the time y'all see this video, it will actually show on YouTube. It shows us in our YouTube studio more accurately. But yes, we hit 1,000 subs, y'all. We're like 200 watch hours away from being monetized.
Oh, we about to get there, man.
Quick. And we haven't even been on this channel like as hard as we did our other channel, but we getting there and we appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into it.
That's a place, when you get engaged, that's a place that will push you till you want to kill yourself. Based on a rumor, I don't feel comfortable going around my friends because I constantly see comments like, you better watch out your man before she take him. You better watch out, she's gonna break your relationship. Like,
damn. That's so sad. I hope you really didn't, I hope she didn't feel that way for real.
Yeah, but she's saying that it can make some people, like, it can drive some people to that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, when you put negativity and it's so much negativity in your head, like, it's hard to not just think about it. Even if you don't agree or believe it, it's still there.
Yeah, it's you against millions of people.
Millions of people. That's why, like, I commend her for, like, still even showing love and still, you know, responding to certain comments. Because I don't know if I could handle the comment section. Like, I probably would not look at my comments. Like, just being real. He would look at them, but I really don't go in the comments too much just because, you know, I don't want to get upset. You know what I mean?
this is what I feel like I never talk about. And sometimes I don't even know where to start, what to say, how to eat it, because it's always going to be two sides of the story. But I feel like in this one, it's only one side, but people want to have more than one side. And this is deeper than what it was. This is deeper than what it still is, you know? It's sad, but, you know, things do happen for a reason. It sucks what comes behind it, you know, because it always gonna be the rumor and the truth.
Apparently Carmen has been cheating on court.
With Carmen and King.
Oh, yeah. This whole situation.
Oh my God, that was just crazy though. That was insane. I didn't know what to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, it was like, dang.
You know, at first, I'm gonna be real with y'all, like 100%. At first, I was like, oh, they just pranking us. Like, they using this for whatever, and it's gonna blow up, and they gonna get to where they trying to get to, and, you know. But then, when Neek went live, I was like, Neek don't go live.
Yeah. And
then it was like, come on, because I feel like, you know, when people keep their business off social media, it makes them seem like they're unproblematic.
Yeah. Like,
they don't have issues, they don't get into it, but it's just they choose to be smart about, you know, their life.
Because of their internet. You
know what I mean? So, I'm not going to sit here in front like I didn't try to take sides, because I honestly felt like what Neek was saying was true. But also, you have to understand that Neek was speaking from a hurt place.
Yeah.
She didn't know what to think.
And we all do that. When we hurt, you know what I'm saying? We say things we don't mean. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Or we assume things. Right. And
I feel really bad about this whole situation and even judging that situation, because now that I'm seeing this documentary and Carmen is telling us how she really couldn't have friends, and, you know, how strict her mom was with the people that she was around, like things that she didn't learn how to communicate then with friends. She didn't know how to say things without thinking that, oh, somebody's even with the situation with her dad, like, she didn't know if people was gonna really have her back or believe her, because her mama didn't even have her back like that, you know, or believed her, but like really didn't go to war for her with that whole situation with her biological father. So it goes deep, y'all. So I apologize for judging this situation, because today we still don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And we're never gonna know. And it's unfortunate that the people that love and support them got dragged into it. That's all I gotta say.
F.
All I can do is this. Besides everything that I've been through, relationship-wise, I always go through stuff in friendships.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I try to please everyone just to keep a friendship or a relationship with people. With this person, I always feel like I have to fight harder to give a better friendship every time. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, I got in a position where I feel like, are we in competition? Am I not doing something right? Or I'm not pleasing you as a friend? You know what's going on. So it always been a thing where I don't really let pride get to me. Like, that's my biggest thing. I don't let pride get to me. So if I feel like, okay, this needs to be talked, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, let me address this, y'all. Like, it's so hard. Like, when you friends with somebody and y'all are both up here and y'all are both successful, and then you got the people putting y'all up against each other and the people comparing y'all. Again, it's in your head. You know what I mean? And then I ain't gonna lie, like, sometimes even like with us, like, you know how we are successful, and like as far as our friends that do YouTube, we're at the top when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I don't like overly talking about my success, because I don't ever want them to feel like I'm bragging. You know what I mean? I want all of us to win. I want everybody. That's why when they tell me good things about what's going on in their life, I'm like, yes, girl, go. I'm so proud of you, sis. Love you. You know, do your thing. And then that way, when I do say something that has happened to me, like, it's not like, oh, there she go talking about herself again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, with me, this is how it is. So say I have a friend that they take off before me. You know what I'm saying? But we're doing the same thing, though. We're doing the same thing. But I wasn't taking it as serious. You know what I'm saying? It's really because I was discouraged, or I felt like I didn't have enough support. You know what I'm saying? And they just kept going. No, even though they was going through things, they kept doing what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Then they just took off. You know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different. All of us can withstand certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would be happy though. You know what I'm saying? I would just look at it like, okay, well, I have to blame myself. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't make excuses, so why am I making excuses?
Facts.
So I always used to hit this person up and be like, hey, I feel like we rocky. I feel like things seems like we competition. I feel like we're not really here like we need to be. I feel like we're just not friends. I feel like I'm not your type of friend. I feel like I'm not this party girl or this person that just want to drink alcohol all the time. Like,
okay, but Carmen, Neek is more than just that. She's more than just party. She's more than drink. I know she do it a lot. I know they turn the F up. But it's so good to have different kinds of friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, Shanice, my sis. Shanice has a lot of close friends. Everybody is so different though. Yeah. And we've been around most of her friends. We still gonna meet some people, but everybody is so different. We're not all the same. And for her to be able to mesh with everybody well, that says a lot about her as a person. You know what I mean? So I can't, there's certain things that Shanice may do that I don't do. that doesn't mean that I'm not her type of friend. It's just I don't do that. Like, we can't relate on that, but we can still respect each other's wishes and what we like and what we don't like.
Yeah.
And I know that Neek was on some like, well, you want to just chill, we could just chill. I need to just chill sometimes. It's days that I'm just relaxing and watching movies. Like, let's do that together. So
Real talk though.
I felt like Carmen, I feel like she felt like she was lacking on that end, but it's okay.
With that, I think it's just probably some people will be in her ear and like kind of like mess with her thoughts, really, in her judgment. And people do that though. Know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I know. I agree with that. That's it.
You need to understand that the type of friend that Carmen's gonna give you is this person who's gonna sit down and watch movies with you, go out shopping, share secrets, talk for hours, sit down in the same house and don't do nothing. Like, I can turn up, but just not all the time.
The fact that it's like, maybe I just don't know how to turn up with her, or
But
maybe
I don't turn up all the time. I like watching it.
I don't really, yeah, but turn up don't really necessarily mean like, oh, we're gonna twerk and drink all the time. You don't mean like that, you know? So I feel like, I told her, I said, maybe I'm just not like your style. I don't know, that's how I was feeling at the moment when I text her that,
You know? So I feel like when it came down to the times where I was losing this friendship, I always come out and be the bigger person and say, hey, we need to talk. This is how I'm feeling. I don't want you to see nothing, but I'm gonna put it out on the table like this.
and so this is what happened, right? So last year, going to the New Year's, decided, mind you, I didn't know nothing about this, okay? I made a decision that she said she was gonna cut me off. She didn't want to be my friend no more. She basically was gonna break up with me. So it just happened, and I'm just looking like, man, when were you gonna tell me? Like, if I would have never brought this conversation up, we would just stop talking, like, out of nowhere. So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm like that too. Like,
yeah, don't leave.
I have to work on that. Like, I'm doing better with it, but if you do a certain thing to me, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna respond to you. Like, it's just it, cause I feel like you're an adult and you know better.
Yeah, with me.
And I shouldn't have to explain to you why that was wrong, but you do have to communicate.
Yeah, but with me, on the other hand, I'm gonna just kick your ass to the curb and just have you guessing.
But then you have it on your back. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna have nothing on my back.
Like, I'm how I am. The reason why I feel like we should just say it and get it over with is so that it don't come out later.
You know what's crazy? You say that, but me, I've been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call that being like the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? By letting somebody, hey, look, you did this, and I felt like, you know what I'm saying, that was just that wasn't like no player stuff that you just did. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to tell you something that you done when we both old enough. If I done something to you, you know what I'm saying, I know that I'm doing some snake stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? I know, you feel me? So there's no point in me acting like I don't know what's going on when I already know. Like,
right. But it's like some people don't want to accept that they messed up, and they want you to tell them they messed up. And then even when you tell them they messed up, they don't agree that they messed up. So that's why I get it.
he got to the point where 2020, our friendship got so strong. Like, it felt so good. Because I'm like, dang, I finally got what I have been accomplished for. And that's how to give you this better friendship, you know? And regardless of how people wanted us, or people may not like us as a friend, we still managed to be friends, you know? Of course, for some things, I wasn't able to be there. Just like for some things, she wasn't able to be there. So, we share secrets with each other. You know, we share a lot of secrets. We trusted each other with a lot. I talk like stuff that I tell you on camera, she already knew off camera. Like, I've been to her stuff, like my childhood, my life, like, you know, like, that was like my sister. That was my big, like, you know, like, this is how we call each other. And it felt like everything was running so good. Like, she would say, hey, you want to go out to eat? Yeah, what time? Let me get ready. Boom, boom. And they calling her like, hey, I'll be there. I'm finna go out to eat. I feel like he was the type of friend that I was doing stuff with. Like, every weekend or once a week we'll go out to eat, we'll go shopping, I'll go with her to a hair appointment, or we will discuss like, hey, you think this hair cute? You know, like that type of friendship. It was so strong that, you know, I really started feeling good about myself because I was like, dang, this is what we wanted like for so long. Now we got it. You know, so I
did notice that they were hanging out a lot. They was really working on it.
Yeah, after they had that talk, yeah.
Yeah, they were really, and that's maturity.
Yeah. But I mean, just some things like just, I mean, some people just aren't for certain people though.
But you know what? This would have never happened. I put the boys at blame. Because Corey shouldn't have came out the way he did with that. Because he just blurted it out. Like, well, tell her this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He should have gave her... He should have let her do that with her sister. That's her... He should have let her do that. And with King, baby, I don't know what you was thinking to do that. So, I'm not even going to get into that because it'll never make sense to me. But... it's really on them too. Like they really did that. Like they. Really,
I mean, I don't approve what Corey did neither, though. You know what I'm saying? Or King. It just
never speak out of anger.
Yeah.
Don't speak out of anger. Don't speak out of turn. Don't speak when you don't know all the facts. Like that's something we all do.
Yeah, for real. We all do it. I don't care who you say you are, because yes.
Yeah.
I even told her multiple times. I was like, dang, we really started this together. Like we started the same house, we started doing the same videos, we started sharing like some of our pregnancy. Like she was like my sister. It's funny because I'm the oldest, but she felt like I felt like she was my bigger sister, like the sister that I never had. And I felt like the bond that I had and the relationship that I had with her, I haven't had it with nobody, you know. So it was time where I know she's sensitive, I'm sensitive. Sometimes they can be a bad match. Sometimes it will be times where I'd rather not say nothing because I was afraid of this person feeling that I'm taking advantage of her, or that me getting close to you, I had a purpose behind it, or I had a meaning behind it. I feel like everything that I ever did and said was so genuine. It was so from my heart, you know. Even the smallest details, even when I see on camera, even when I didn't see on camera, everything was so genuine. Like we cried together, we laughed together, we got drunk together, we got sloppy drunk together, we throwing up. Like it's so many things that I feel like it just went away. You know, I feel like everything just went outside the door because of something that was not even the truth, you know. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I ask like why I have to be the one to be put in positions to lose, you know, because I feel like I lost based on a rumor. I lost a lot when it came to people, how people view me, to when it comes to when people support me, when it comes to maybe some great deals, because you know you never know if people really watching you, but based on you being in drama constantly, people looking at you this way, a lot of people will not want to deal with you, you know. So this was the end of 2020 for me. Like after this happened, I feel like people just don't want to see me win. I feel like no matter what, at the end of the day, people care for themselves, not for the other person. And I always try to give opportunities to a person to explain themselves. You know, I try to give you chances after chances after chances to tell me why. I like to listen, I like to understand. And sometimes I want it in return, for you to understand why I do this, why I did it.
That's normal. If I feel like you should talk about it, like if I want to know why you did it, because if you tell me why you did it and it came from a place of I didn't intentionally mean to hurt you, then I'm, you know, alright. I've had conversations with people that I love and like, look, this is how I feel about what you did, and I don't appreciate that. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, you know what, you right, I apologize, or wooty wooty boop, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, forgiven.
Yeah.
Period. Because that's just how adults are, that's how people are supposed to handle their problems.
Yeah, for real. I agree, though. You know.
So, and I understand, like, the whole situation with, like, people don't want to see me win. Y'all, I'm so tired of seeing Carmen and Corey on the Shade Room in these blogs. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing it. And I know it's not necessarily their fault, because it's other people outside who are, like, making it bigger than what it needs to be on. You know?
It's just crazy, though, because the people that be doing all of that, trying to put 2 and 2 together, they have a whole bunch of skeletons and dirty laundry too.
They don't even show their face half the
You feel me?
time.
They don't show their face. Like, they hide behind these old whack profiles. Like,
yeah, but baby, when you are destined for greatness, that's when you start getting the most things thrown at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, but when this situation came out, it was in a way where I was protecting both of us. When I say that, I did not want things to be out of control where nobody was going to be able to control the situation anymore.
Like, the reason I didn't tell you was because I know how you are. I know how you act. I know how you react. I've been in a position where somebody says something to you, snap quick, and you snap on the wrong person.
And see, yes, and see, I believe it.
That's understood,
and
though.
That's something Nick has to work on. You can't just get upset so fast. But that is the Capricorn
that's
in her.
Capricorns. That's
because he's like that
that's how
too.
Us Capricorns are, like, we just
boom, like, say the wrong thing, boom, or like something just gets to you, irritates you, it's over with, ain't no talking, and then they feel bad after that. But initially it's just explode, and then, you know what I mean, feel bad later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's not okay. Like, you have to listen, hear it out, put 2 and 2 together, and once it don't make sense, and then you feel like, okay, I tried to understand it, then get upset.
Yeah.
Or don't get upset at all and move on. But you can't just explode on people just off of little bits of information. Like,
facts.
So I didn't know how to come to you.
The whole thing was supposed to be the past. The past, why you was gonna cut me out. So basically she was gonna cut me out because she still been doing that same stuff.
What same stuff?
Well, you've been a little better, but it's just, you know how somebody do something bad to you and then you can't get over it, you can't forget it, so then you be, every little thing they do, you be like, why would she do that?
Right, that's how that.
but that's why you have to work on forgiveness. It's not, I'm not saying that I do it perfectly, but if you truly forgive somebody and you allow them to have another chance in your life, you can't nitpick. You can't. You have to really love that person and go forward. But again, this is a whole different situation. Y'all not blood relatives. Y'all came together off social media.
Right.
And then what is eating at y'all relationship? Social media. You know what I mean?
Things got out of control overnight. Then it was like, okay, we can't control this anymore. And during that time, she was going through a rough time in her relationship. Just like I was in my relationship. So we was really like this all the time, because it was like, then you going through it, I'm going through it too. So we only got each other at this point. So when I found out about it, it's like somebody just pulled me into it. Was like, you're gonna be into this. And there was no explanation of why. You know, so I didn't have the strength to come to her and tell her, your man saying this, your man saying that, but it's not true though. I couldn't just say that I'm being accused of something sexual or doing something like this without proving to you that it's not true. It was like any way possible that I could possibly thought about it, I'm still losing, and I did not want to lose something that it took me so long.
Carmen, really all you had to do was trick King to come over, tell Neek to come over, let's have this conversation right now. Yeah. Or be like, Neek, call me when King get home. I have something I want to talk to y'all about. Or me and Corey want to talk to y'all about something.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you were afraid that she was gonna act a fool.
Yeah, there were certain ways you can like set up the play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta next. If that ever happens again, that's something that she can do. You know, but to not say nothing,
it makes you look guilty by not saying nothing
does,
when it comes to something
really,
like that.
And it's hard to say you can win or you can't win with that, because if you got somebody that's just gonna explode and you already had problems with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be like, dang, now this, oh, you want my, you know what I mean?
Really, at the end of the day, I feel like it's a lose-lose situation. Like,
that's how she felt.
It's a lose-lose situation. So I would have just still said something though, like,
yeah, just say it.
Like,
and if it's over with, it's over with. But you're not about to. And I've been through it. You know what I mean? But you not. And I got dragged through the mud. I did. And nobody ever reached out to me to get my side of the story or none of that. So yeah,
to build. And the first thought that came to my mind was, okay, you know this person off camera, you know how this person really is, you know how this person handle things, you know how this person just, how she really are, you know. So because of that, I did not want to be looked at as, oh, that's the only reason you got close to me, because you trying to do this with my man, or you had a plan like this, like that. Like, I just didn't want to be accused of anything, because that's where my whole youth life has been on. Accused of doing things, accused of being this person that I'm not. So the main person that needed to talk never talked. Never did I get an apology for being dragged into something that I didn't ask for something that could be handled, accused of being this person that I'm not. So the main person that needed to talk never talked. Never did.
Whoa, wait. Why you put that one in there? Why you put that in there, sis?
Oh my God.
Hold on. But you know what I like? I like that you're acknowledging the problem. I like that because maybe y'all can all talk. It don't have to be for everybody to see.
Yeah.
But he do need to clear your name. But he did apologize to you. He did apologize, and he said that it wasn't true. But this was like 2 weeks later after it blew up. You know what I mean? When he should have immediately said, no, that's wrong. You know, I caused this big uproar. They were good friends and I just messed up a friendship off of my selfish reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. So that's bad character on his part.
And I get an apology for being dragged into something that I didn't ask for something that could be handled in a different way. I never got the apology of, I should have never used Carmen's name, or I should have never spoke this aloud. I should have never, you know, even let this go this far. I never got an apology. And
so he didn't apologize on that video? I remember he apologized.
Yeah, probably not to her directly is what she's saying.
Okay, I might have to go and pull that back up.
Yeah.
It wasn't a YouTube video though. It was just like a quick video. I think it was like on his page or something like that.
It was on his live or something.
Something. It might still be there. I don't know. He may have taken it down.
She must be saying like to her personally.
He didn't say, you know, I'm sorry, Carmen, for dragging you into this mess because it's not true.
Yeah.
But he did say it wasn't true.
Yeah.
He did say on a few videos, he said that, you know, I just dragged this person in because I chose her because it only made sense to choose her. And then he said, yeah, that's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And he said he was wrong for. He did, but I wouldn't have wanted to watch the video neither. So.
And that's part of the truth, not the rumor. I never got an apology from nobody, and I feel like I was just out there just deal with it, Carmen. Just like you deal with everything else, deal with this on your own. And it hurt me because I felt like, dang, you didn't even give me 10 seconds of your life to explain to you, for you to just sit down with me without screaming, without doing these. and explain to you why I had the reasons why I didn't do it. Mind you, I said I was wrong. I admitted I was wrong publicly, privately. I apologized publicly and privately. And I never had like my side of the story on what really happened or what was down or what Carmen knew, because I felt like during that time I got blamed for the whole relationship. I got blamed because that person didn't want to walk around the house and not speak to you. I got blamed for everything that it was not even my fault. So
no, she didn't blame you for that. She didn't blame you for that, because I watched when she was talking about the document, when Nick did a reaction to the documentary. She had already said that they had issues, and then this came up. You know what I mean? She wasn't blaming you for that part. She was blaming you for not telling her, you know, about the whole thing, like him coming over there and sneaking flowers and like the weird stuff that should have been said. She didn't understand why you couldn't tell her that, and then all of a sudden Corey spilled it like that. And then now it's in an uproar. And Corey shouldn't have let that girl put her hands on you in y'all house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He should have, you know, and I don't even think Corey believed it, that it was true. Because even when they got on live, like, he was just too excited to tell the story. So I don't feel like he believed that was true. But if you don't believe it's true, don't spill it like that in front of somebody you know would go crazy on her. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like you was upset with her and you wanted somebody to get her. Like, right. Sick or Neek. Like, that's how I felt like that was.
Right.
So, I feel like people pick and choose what they want to put out there, which is totally fine. But when you put something out there just bashing somebody, it's not like, okay, you doing it because why? You doing it because you want to be in the spotlight where everybody just looking at you and you just this good person. Like, out of everybody that I know, nobody been bashed more than I have. So yeah, hey, it's easy to throw Carmen the buzz and let Carmen get bashed, let Carmen get ran by the buzz, and just let Carmen deal with it. Because none of my friends have ever been in a position that I have been there multiple times. And I'm not even talking about just relationship wise. I'm talking about things that I was supposed to say on YouTube. Things that I should have never said or things that I should never word, things that I should never be, you know. And nobody knows what it feels like to be called millions of names on social media every day. Or you moving on with your life, and people still constantly bringing all the negative back into your life. Like, nobody been in this position before. So I don't want nobody to be in this position anyways. Like, all my friends, I never want nobody to be bashed, because that's a place, when you get bashed, that's a place that will push you till you want to kill yourself. And the only reason I say that is because I've been there multiple times where I feel like I'm just here by myself, you know. I feel like people just judging me and don't know me, never gave me the option to explain who I really am. Like, based on a rumor, I don't feel comfortable going around my friends because I constantly see comments like, you better watch out your man before she take him, you better watch out, she's gonna break your relationship. Like, I wasn't the reason why your favorite relationship got broken. I wasn't the reason why they got together. I wasn't the...
But that, you weren't the reason why, but that whole situation was the reason why it blew up the way it blew up.
Yeah.
That was that part. But again, the only part, you know what was your fault was just not telling her.
Yeah. And
honestly, I would have forgave you for it. Me and you would have like really had to talk, but I would have moved on, because at the end of the day, it's the dude. King started this mess. He started it. And I hope he sees this documentary, and I hope he does a video and says, I'm sorry, Carmen, because you didn't deserve. I hope he does. Yeah. I feel like that will help you heal from this situation.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we can go too far with trying to figure out information. Like, it just sometimes you gotta just just sit back and just, okay, whatever. I'm not about to even do no extreme stuff. Try to do some super pet detective type stuff. Like,
right. Yeah.
And the reason of a lot of things, I was not the reason. Out of this big problem, I played this small little part that I was guilty for, and I apologize for it. But it's like I still pay for it, and I lose because people take me and look at me like, oh, you messy, you fake, you this, you that. But in reality, I'm the realistic one you can have on your team. I'm the one that gonna always listen to you. I'm the one that gonna lie to my man to make sure you good. I'm the one that gonna put you before I even put myself. And I feel like to this day, I still get blamed for things that I didn't even do, you know.
No, I haven't did anything with Carmen. No.
And the fact is that I get dragged in the situation, and I had to pull myself out of this situation because nobody cares about Carmen, nobody cares about how Carmen is viewed, and nobody cares about how Carmen's getting bashed. If I was to kill myself, nobody would care. Everybody just be like, oh yeah, man, she should, or yeah, she should have did a long time ago, or she did, or she that.
No.
But you know how ignorant people. It's a lot.
Yeah, I think if you actually did that, people would be heartbroken.
Yeah, it's a lot of ignorant people like that be behind this little computer or phone, know what I'm saying, keypads and all this stuff. Like, they life is not perfect. They have problems too.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Don't nobody, man. And I just feel like a lot of them be hating too that they not in your position to be so fortunate. You know what I'm saying? It comes with it.
Let me say this. Fame is a hell of a drug because once you get accustomed to sharing too much of your personal life, now you don't have a choice. Now people are going to bring it to the light because they like, oh, well, you said this, so you don't care if I say this then.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you did this on here, so I'm going to bring it to the attention that back in the day you used to mess with such and such a...
Yeah, people going to twist up everything you say just to try to get a reaction at you and they just going to be a nuisance. You might as well just get used to it.
Carmen, you are a boss. You know, you're doing your thing. You have beat the odds. You could have been a statistic. You could have been dead.
Yeah.
You could have been, you could have been so many things, but you're not. You're bigger than what you could have been. And as hard as that, even though you have so much success, I know it hurts that people you love could hurt you and literally just go on with their life like it never happened.
Yeah.
I completely understand it, but I really hope that y'all get closure with this situation because it's still open. It's still open. And I don't care to see it. You don't have to put it out here.
Yeah.
Just fix it.
But it's just the fact that people that have been in my circle know me. They know the real me. They will privately and secretly tell me, I know from the bottom of my heart, you didn't do this. Okay, that's fine. But what about to the whole world where
to everybody.
You bashed me, you threw me on the bus, you didn't care about me, you just laid me in there to die.
Yeah.
What about that? That's where I need it. And I haven't, to this day, I haven't asked for apology. I haven't asked to nobody clear my name. I haven't asked for anything. Since that whole situation happened, I just keep moving on, just keep living. And I don't even try to bring nothing up. I don't try to even talk about it first. I don't even try to say nothing. I'm not just attacking one person. I'm attacking two people because both of y'all threw me out there. And both of y'all, they still took the time to say it was all me. Carmen just played a little part in it and she just got dragged into this.
Have some character. Nick and King. Y'all know y'all my faves. And y'all know y'all my faves.
Y'all are our faves. Square business though.
Say sorry. Y'all was wrong. Both of y'all. Nick, I understand. But baby, you didn't even let her talk. You didn't even try to put yourself in her shoes. You gotta really take yourself out of your head and put yourself in somebody else's. Well, if I was like Carmen, what would I do?
Yeah, and a lot of people seem to not do that.
They don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they only want to see one side. They they pick sides. They pick and choose. Oh, but this is my favorite. This is who I rock with. So no matter what anybody says, I'm gonna rock with them. That's how people are. Know what
I don't know if y'all need to do a lie detector test or what, but the apology needs to be had. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, and you truly believe King, you know, because if y'all can be buddy again, then you can be cool with her. And Corey need to say sorry too, because Corey bashed Neek, and Corey put a whole lot of stuff out that shouldn't have been put out about Neek.
Yeah.
And he also let his woman down. So everybody need to say sorry to Carmen. Just saying.
Like nobody ever addressing that, and nobody will ever even talk about it, or nobody will even clear the name. I don't want to just say, oh, it was a lie. Okay, but what about the reason you lied? Why did you lie? Why Carmen? Why did you use Carmen? Like, everybody just left it in the air and just let it be known. And I took all the consequences that I shouldn't even have. Like, I feel like a lot of people have switched up on me based on the rumor, and that should not even happen. But hey, I guess life goes on, and I'm the one that lose all the time, you know. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm genuinely happy, and I'm genuinely in a good position where I got everything on my own. You know, I'm still dealing with everything on my own. I don't try to put a face where just look happy for camera. Like, if I'm showing you that I'm happy off camera. I don't try just to make you fall in love with me because I be a fake. I don't want to do that. Y'all see me on my worst, and y'all see me with my better days, and I'm just gonna keep doing it. But it's just sad that some stuff you just like, dang, Carmen, like, why did you even do that? But nobody knows that. This is why it's the rumor ain't the truth, because everybody judged me and bashed me based on the rumor, and nobody even decided to take a time to know what the truth was. Okay, so the whole purpose behind this was for you to understand where Carmen come from, the middle of Carmen, and why Carmen is the way that she is. You know, I feel like I was misunderstood for so long that maybe now you can understand who I really am. And I want to take this time not to just make it about me, but to also make it about y'all. And thank y'all in so many ways for supporting me, for being here in the long run, for the ones that never switched up with me. I really, really appreciate it, and y'all know that anything that I can possibly do, I do it for the ones that support me, love me, and look up to me. I want to make sure that the mistakes that I made, or the way that my life was, I don't want nobody to go through that. So I want you to just move differently, and maybe you can learn something from me. You know, I feel like a lot of people is misunderstood, but a lot of people is not able yet to speak up, and that people know, like, this is who I am. And I feel like that's why after 4 years and being in this spotlight, it's my time to let you know that this is Carmen. This is who Carmen really is. You know, this is me from 0 to now. It's a lot of reasons why I'm misunderstood, but hopefully with this,
sis, bring it back around, because at the end of the day, after all that happened, you had Carmen's boot camp. You did the tube house, honey. Don't leave that out. Don't leave that out, because you did good things for people. Okay. Yeah. Rob Alley Fruit, Slim. I know Slim not doing nothing no more, but Tatiana Tajay, Queen Ken, Dolce Nisha, all the people that Poppy, all the people that you have helped.
Yeah.
They're flourishing, they're doing well, and you did all of this despite what you've been through. So that Neek and King situation was not the end. You know what I mean? That's not up until now. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to heal so that you can really just go back and be like, yeah, well, I've been through that, but I still did this, and that. You know what I mean? So y'all see I'm a good person. Y'all see I can help. We saw your character when you got emotional because you didn't want to cut no girls from boot camp. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was upset because I didn't get chosen for boot camp, but then I'm like, who am I to get upset? It was so many girls that applied. You know, I was able to see my little clip on the video. You know what I mean? But just to have the opportunity to even be considered. it was a blessing. You know what I mean? And that situation put me and my sisters, Shanice and Lorraine, together, and Chris and Colin, and that made us a new family. So I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So don't ever think that you don't do, you know, like, I just don't want her to think like that.
Yeah.
So
with this, I can send a message out, and maybe you can only springboard karma, you know. So this is it. And if you want more of me, all you have to do is just really just watch my moves, because you never know what's next.
period.
That's the question.
Can we shout out a little over you? So it's saying all three of us shout.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got 10 there.
That's not the gift. Open the gift.
There you go. That's how you end that. Bring it back to the positive, because the positive is better than the negative.
Square business.
But I enjoyed it. I like getting to know people and who they really are and things that they've been through, because it helps me judge them differently. Like, I'll be more understanding. You know what I mean? But we gotta start being like that from the get-go. That's something I have to work on, because I can be like, no. I'm like that a lot, because I've been done like that. So, you know what I mean? That's something that we all have to work on. Just be kind. Be kind-hearted. Be sweet. Be loving. Think good, you know? And
just keep doing you.
Right.
That's the most important thing. Just keep doing you.
Life is too short. Yeah. Be original. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. And ain't nobody your competition. You're your competition.
Yeah.
So, thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate your support. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
That's very important.
Tap that notification bell. Send everybody our way.
Tell them we the next stuff, because we the best stuff.
And that's on END.
And no big facts.
All right, till next time.
Peace.
Love don't cost a thing. You just what I need. Can I be the air you breathe? You everything and in between. Let's take a ride through the night. Pop champagne if you like. Find this thing that I seen in sight. And I ain't going out without a fight, no.